Hey community. So first, when I was starting to practice the initiation of oneself, or called also the fields of what is spiritual work or magic, I figured that really to come to a conclusion about how to do it, you certainly need the knowledge that there are planes of existence, also known as the following: first forest, meaning all that is becoming, meaning away from to fade; the no one plane, all that is of suicidal archetype, meaning every time something or someone loses a part of itself to death, or to that it doesn't exist anymore, meaning it dreams itself up, but it stops existing, knows that it fate. The plane of fate, that which knows every possible by that fades. So by now we have forest, that which comes forth from something that is to fade; the no one plane, something that knows that it is fade or fading; the plane of fate, meaning every possible that comes with something fading. Now death, from every that stops existing, meaning is in that the process of fading, but not resulted by that it doesn't or stopped existing or stopped dreaming itself up. Then we have the plane of clear sight, everything that something in reality is admitting itself to it, meaning something that was, has faded, but is embedded to reality. The I am plane, meaning that which, when the conscious or a conscious first starts to exist, it utters the idea, the vibration of I am, and from it there springs the spiritual pattern in, or from everything that is defined as that is, meaning sparks itself and is will fade. The simulation plane, from every game-like aspect formed to resemble reality, meaning by fading or fade the perfection or the completion of it. The plane of technology, all that is by abstracted formed and in use in reality, is in no perfection or the completion, meaning all ideas and fades, while not having that, or abstracting to be the opposite of it or not constituted by it. Knowledge, as the plane of knowledge, pattern of spirituality, that which is, meaning this plane is defined by that which is and defines that from, or defined from that will fade, meaning that will fade, from the term that everything or all the things that are in the process of will fade, risen up to that which is. Time, patternized by from which is, meaning would without fade exist to that it fades, meaning have these two circumstances. It would without fading be that, but it exists so that it is that of it, meaning it fades, and having these true properties as a plane-like aspect. And the translucent plane, from the interconnection that fades or that is fading in before something takes form, meaning everything that is in that of the veil for reality, and that is brought from that fading is a process, meaning by this process that there is abstracted from that something fades, it results up to this reality. And now why is that true? Because for it leaving, it had a primary result or an amount, hence its origin, and by that process of nature, meaning that defines its own thrust, or better, when fade is or fading occurs, meaning which in case of to fade can either be nothingness or it existing, or that it came to occur, meaning had fade, and that is the same as fade or will fade.